I'm the store team leader here at 1788 in Avon, Indiana. And at my store, I am enhanced for ship from store. So today I just want to talk through some reporting to help you better with scheduling and more specifically looking at carryover units and basically what that entails. So before we jump into the reporting, I did want to clarify what is a ship from store day considered. So it is midnight to midnight. So you have the entire day to have your forecasted orders dropped into your system. So most stores are scheduling their ship from store team up until about 4 o'clock when their pickup comes. What you should be doing is scheduling your ship from store throughout the entire day. So after that 4 o'clock pickup comes, you are able to pick and pack that day's workload 100% before we leave for the evening. Okay, so this specific report can be found in Greenfield. Right here, this is the ship from store units flow, basically coverage graph. So I have this pulled up for the month. You can pull this up for daily, weekly as well. And it basically gives you an outline of when your orders are dropping at what time in the day. So for example, like you can see that the graph goes up here and it goes up over here. So this is when our guests are taking their lunch break or they get off of work, and we notice that that's when we have a heavier unit flow. So that means that's how we need to base our schedule and when we schedule our team members. So this application can be pulled up on your phone. It is called the MPM 2.0. So specifically, if you go into store fulfillment, this breaks down your numbers for the day. So if you look up here to carryover units, this is telling me that 218 orders from yesterday did not get picked or packed and rolled over today. So on top of now having to get the 218 orders done, I will still receive my forecasted units for the day that I now have to get picked and packed on top of today's workload. This report can also be found in Greenfield. It is called the Ship from Store Pick and Pack Units Worked by Hour. This gives a really good picture for what is carryover units for the next day. So if you look at this graph, anything in the dark blue is how many units you have picked during that hour. And anything in the aqua here is going to be what you've packed during that hour. So the goal and what you're looking for is for these graphs to be pretty even because every time somebody's picking, you should have a team packing as well. So this is where people get caught in the carryover units. So for example, you can see I picked way more than I packed. These unpacked units are still counted as carryover units because they are still considered open. So all of these will go into my next day's workload, plus I still have to pick and pack everything that drops in for the following day. So prior to me learning about what a carryover unit is, if you looked at this graph, my pick for the dark blue was up super high and my aqua was at 0 for the entire night. This number, up until about this week, has been showing from anywhere from 900 to 1,000 carryover units, and I was in a constant struggle to be able to get myself on time picked and packed for the next day. So now that I've started to dig into these reports, and then I can compare it to this, my workload that I come into in the morning is a ton lighter, and I'm able to pick and pack throughout the day without having to chase my tail. Now let's look at the two graphs side by side. This will help us with our scheduling for ship from store. So if I look at the graph that tells me when I'm picking and packing, I am picking and packing most of my orders in the afternoon, not so much in the evening. As you can see, it drops off. And if I pan over to the graph that tells me when I'm getting orders into my system, I am getting orders in the afternoon that I'm picking and packing, but the orders that I'm getting in the evening, I am not picking and packing. So this tells me I need more team members scheduled in the evening to ensure these orders get picked and packed on time so that I don't have carryover units for the next day. So thankfully my time is now able to schedule for ship from store for the hours. So this is something from a store level that we need to trust. So if you look into your My Time ship from store forecast, you'll see a lot more evening shifts. That is because we have orders in the evening. This will help us with carryover. Bullseye and I wanted to say happy packing from Indiana.